So first of all, congratulations to Česká to the win. I think that if we can consistently put a game together like in the last 25 minutes, we've got a good chance to win the game. We had a realistic chance to win this game as well, like this, but just got a better chance to win the game, you know. The effort defensively was there throughout 40 minutes. The total focus on detail and total concentration on detail was there in the last 25 minutes, and we need to raise this focus and get every coverage right throughout 40 minutes to give ourselves a chance to really get over the hump against a team like this.
And now questions from the fans who watched the game at home. Žalgiris played 2 days ago in Lithuanian League. How did you like team's energy tonight?
I thought the energy was very good. I thought the willingness was very high. So we're happy from that standpoint.
Nigel Hayes played in third position. How did you like his work tonight?
I liked it. It gives us opportunities to cover matchups like Clyburn, which it's kind of important to get a little bit of length on him there, a little bit of athleticism and length. So that was the main reason, and I thought he did a good job.
Okay, and now questions from media.
Coach, how today you liked Paulius Jankūnas' performance, especially on defense against Turnikas Šengėlija?
Excellent. Excellent. I think he rebounded 6 rebounds. He really was highly focused on the one-on-one matchup with Šengėlija. He took hard, aggressive fouls when they had to be taken and led the group how he always leads the group, So I was very satisfied with his performance.
Coach Mike James and Will Clyburn hit some big shots in the fourth quarter. From defensive standpoint, is there something you can do against them, or is it just hats off to them?
I mean, hats off to like the quality, especially there with Mike James with those shots, and to Clyburn, of course, too, yes, can we do detailed things better to perhaps out of the 4 shots that they made at the end of quarters, get a grip on like 1 or 2 out of the 4, probably yes, and we discuss and talk about it in the locker room. But hats off to those guys for making those shots as tough shots.
Coach, you had some different defensive lineups tonight, like putting Jankūnas on the starting lineup, using Hayes as a 3. Also some moments with the zone 1-3-1. Which defensive lineups did you like the most, and what can you bring from this game for the future games?
I've got to watch video to really analyze it. The guys did a good job in their zone defense. They were really locked in, really communicated well, got stops on every possession, as far as I remember. And that's what it's about. I do believe that in this league, you cannot survive with playing a zone for massive minutes. I just think that opponents are too good shooting the ball and moving the basketball. But you can buy a possession here and there, and the guys did a good job there.
With 40 seconds to play, after the timeout, you inbounded the ball on your side of the court, having 24 seconds, not 14, as opposed to inbounding in half court. Can you comment on that? And can you comment if the plan was to go for 2-for-1 because the offense got stuck?
Yeah, we just felt we had enough time. We knew which set we're going to run early. We got into the set early. I believe we had an open look, which we didn't take. So the time was good enough for that. So that was we had an easier way to drift into the play in the full court than inbounding the ball on the side. That was basically the thinking.
Coach, how did you like Marius Grigonis' leadership tonight, having all these 4 fouls in the early of the third quarter, but being so active and communicative on the bench, cheering for the guys and stuff?
I like his leadership, generally speaking. He is somebody who wants to win, and you may think that everybody wants to win, but he seriously wants to win, like every competition that he plays in, every practice that he plays in, and that is kind of the fuel for him. And if he can translate this willingness to winning the game, to everybody else like he did today, then that is a really, really big step, for him and for us.
Coach, how does playing in empty stands increase chances for coaches to impact the game? It increases them just because of the communication, right? So that's the answer already. It's at the end of the day, though. The communication essentially comes from the players and has to come from the players, definitely, right? But as an example, it is easier to key plays. It's easier to know what the opponent is running and communicate this to your team and the other teams as well, doing the same thing with an empty gym.
Coach, how did you like Rokas Jokubaitis' performance tonight after that COVID break, and what he gives to the team?
I liked his performance. I thought he was rusty in the Sunday game, which is pretty normal. I liked his performance overall. What does he bring to the team? He brings a athletic, a dimension. And he brings a fearlessness. He plays with a youthful fearlessness, which I think suits every team.